The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Well, hello and good morning and afternoon and good night, whatever time it is. So watch that, and there's a big blue beam there behind you. Welcome back, everybody. It's What's the Script and what's going on with you? What's going on with us? What's going on with you, Craig, mate? What's going on with you?
Nothing, mate. I've had another spin around the sun, mate. It was my birthday yesterday. Apart from that, nothing.
Nothing. Did you find any grey pubes?
No, that's all I've kept. No, apart from my eyebrows. I've kept some eyebrows are all right.
You've
Just
got
a
that to look forward to.
Santa Claus beard that kind of leads you to think otherwise, right enough, but nah.
Oh, there you go there. There's something in the mail for you.
Look forward to that.
Aye. Well, I'm Chris, obviously. I'm het for the old hosting today, the hostess with the mostess. Again, thanks to Quaid for the tunes. Close to the gigs. No, there's no gigs announced yet, no. So
They're not even actively updating their social media now, so I've not got a clue. I'll need to have a word with their dad, Tim, and see which because I think he was het for it all. I think he's just stepped back to let them do their own, and they're no doing what they should be. They should be out there every day advertising. So I'll find
getting herself out there, man. And talking about the da native origins, getting closer and closer to that time, you can all get kitted out, all your active wear peoples. What the one Craig's sporting right now.
Again, so comfy. So comfy, warm and cozy and trendy and beautiful.
So comfy. Well, this episode comes fresh off the heels of St. Patrick's Day. So I don't know if it was as busy as it usually is, but hey, hope you enjoyed it.
Well, the good thing is about St. Patrick's Day, you see, is that I've never known that many Irish people from the Gallagate in my fucking life. I was going to say they all dodged. I was going to say they all phoned in sickies to get in party, but I forgot none of them work. Know what I mean? I can say that. I can say that because my birthday's St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, this is true.
So, get it, Rangers. Rangers won anyway.
Fuck that anyway. Try to book a party like that. You want to book the pub for St. Paddy's Day? No, it's my birthday. What?
I know. Aye. I've seen them on social media last night, as if it was a Saturday or a Friday night and all that. You're like, it's a Monday, you rabid horde.
Aye, you're not enjoying that, are you? Know what I mean? Nah. Fucking Tuesday hangovers and all that. But anyway, shout out to the lads at Seismic again. What has it done this week? Because we're in conversation with James, he tells me ones and I don't want to say the next episode in case it's not out yet. Know what I mean?
Ghostbusters. I listened to that.
That's it.
And they brought back Seismic Soccer as well, but James wasn't on it. It was Paul and Gary. So, bit of a Rangers bash on it. Bit of a chuckle and a chortle half the two bastards. So, Paul and Gary, ruin you for Sunday. Because, Paul, I do believe you're a closet Celtic fan. Under the guise of a Morton strip. Get it, ruin you.
I was going to say that there. What do you mean that Morton fan was kicking us while we were doing again there?
Aye.
But
no, good to see him back.
Aye, definitely. It's always good. But today, Independence Day. Well, it's not Independence Day. That's the name of the film we're doing, right? Because I mean, there's a different July you celebrate, know what I mean? But 1996. What were you doing in 96?
1996, it was height of my powers. I was 18-year-old, mate. Just walking
Kappa
about with a
tracky.
hard on. Aye. Walking about with a hard on, 24 hours a day. I had the most, I think, well, I know when we were 18, we had the most recuperating liver we've ever had in my life, when you could drink for 18 hours and then just walk into your work, do a 12-hour shift and go and do it all again and all that. Aye, but good times, mate, 1996. Rangers were just going for 9 in a row, and Train Spotting was out, and pop culture was at its peak. The dancing was magic. Women were lovely, and I wish I knew then what I
was
know now.
everywhere. And,
oh, mate, 10 and a whip, but it was worth a fucking tenner.
10 and a whip.
Done you that whole fucking night, and most of the morning as well.
See, the 90s fashion wear, right? You know when Eckies come up with the fashion wear. I mean, can see the Kappa trackies with the buttons right up the side, right up the leg. Just why?
I never did the Kappa thing. I thought it was a bit too chavvy, man. Remember Man City brought their strip out with the Kappa. Fucking what? What's that all about? That's when they were doing in the fucking second division or something like that. Struggling to survive compared to the new. The fashion was all right, mate. I was very Ben Sherman shirt, checkered trousers up to dancing, my bleach blonde hair. Or in my downtime, it was baggy ripped jeans and t-shirts, listening to Oasis, playing the guitar up the park, getting a bevy and all that. Good times, man.
What? See where you were doing that, mate. What was going on in 96?
Well, it was a busy time in 1996. Let's go back to the year, back to the year of our film once again. That was shit. Okay. The facts, 1996 was actually a leap year. There you go. Another good fact is that Bill Clinton was re-elected. Dolly the sheep was cloned and born up in Scotland, up here. The very first flip mobile phone, you know, wee open phone, was sold in the UK.
Cool guy phone. The cool guy phone.
Aye.
So cool they brought it back in the Matrix.
24's first phone. In sadder times, but it was obviously a very well heard of bit of news. The Dunblane massacre happened. School children were sadly massacred by he who shall not be named. Charles, no, I'm not saying the bastard's name. Fucking idiot. And obviously, there's another big bit of news. It was Charles and Diana officially got divorced. So there we go. That was the factoids that I'm prepared to tell you about in 1986. There's lots more happened. But there was lots going on movie-wise. We had such bangers as Daylight, Sleepers, Ransom, Michael Collins, Chain Reaction, Courage Under Fire, and one of my favourites, The Cable Guy, starring Jim Carrey. Hey, Stephen. How you doing, Stephen? Brilliant, man. I'll stop there. But that was just some of the movies that were out. There was loads more. I veered away for the most famous ones for that year and gave you some other bangers here. But if you were going to the HMV store or the Virgin Music Store or Missing Records to get your CD singles, we're not going up to dancing. We're no Betty, we're no Agnes, we're no Euthema, we're no Agnes again.
No, this time we're Clarky and Sparky and everything that ends in an A.
No, what we'll do, we'll be Glasgow University students. We'll all have first names that sound like
My
second
name is
names.
Alistair with a D.
So Finlay, Argyle, and Alexander, top of Buchanan Street.
Column. It's a column there. Column.
Oh, we had so much to drink. It was such a laugh, man. Such a laugh. Just out of sociology studies and then went for a drink. Oh my goodness.
Stephen had to hold my beard back while I was sick in the toilet. Totally rambunctious, boisterous lot.
I even took the top button off my shirt, man. I was out there for it that day. I was just out for it. Mad. So we
Why
went.
do they all wear the same shirt?
Fuck knows, because they're spazzy bastards. So yeah, in the Virgin Music, you could buy such bangers as Robert Miles' Children. Banger. You're Gorgeous by Baby Bird. Banger. Wannabe by the Spice Girls. Banger. Video banned in China because there was erect nipples in it. Banger. You could get the lady in the mood there with putting on the Boyzone. Words. Banger. Rip off though. Somebody else's song that. Jimmy Mackay brought out a good song called Cosmic Girl. You know Jimmy Mackay with the big furry hat? Him there. And one of my personal favourites, Metallica, Until It Sleeps. Banger. And the cat house there.
Oh.
All that shit.
Where does the time go, bro?
I don't know, mate. Fuck it. By the way, we're a year after 30 years ago that this is. Jesus, wept uncontrollably. But speaking of uncontrollable weeping, there was a lot of that in the funeral parlours around the famous world. And we lost the huge star that was Gene Kelly. Passed away. The evergreen George Burns, he died at 96. So he's done no bad, actually. Tupac Shakur faked his own death and died in 1996. He's still about, that gay actor. So I heard. The bigger than life soul singer Ella Fitzgerald passed away. What a voice that lassie had. And the subject of a documentary which is doing the rounds on Netflix, which I watched, which was quite good but quite disturbing. Jean Benet Ramsey was murdered, and until this day, she still hasn't. Her killer still not been found or convicted even. So that was quite sad. Good documentary that. I've delved into a wee bit of. You're talking about it being so long ago, 1996. I'm just going to very quickly tell you the cost of some things, some staples in 1996, right? And these are based on Scottish prices. So if you're from Scotland, this is how good we had it back. Fuck it. A loaf of bread would have set you back 54 pence. 54 pennies. You know what I mean? You'd have change for sweeties, fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's the price of fucking one roll now.
Oh, I know, mate. You could buy a family, a good-sized family house, 2 bedrooms, kitchen, and all that shit, front and back garden for 52 grand. Times that by about 5 now, mate. A pint of lager, pint of Tennent's lager in the public house.
Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me.
£1.60.
Oh, that's roasted.
I was buying them. You know what I mean? I was buying them at that time, and I was thinking, lagers went up again.
Fuck.
A Ford Fiesta, which was the most famous kind of small hatchback in the country, would have set you back between £6,000 and £7,000. My God. No so happy was the average wage for a bin man. Do you know they were only getting £8.5 grand? That was the average wage for a bin man. So
that nice.
There you go. Cost of living and all that jazz. So a Big Mac meal, that would have cost you £2.88.
What is it now? About fucking £8 or something? £6?
I don't know. I've not bought them since.
Look at us kidding on. We don't know the price of a Big Mac.
I don't. I've not bought one since. I'm a liar. I bought my mum one the other day for her birthday. Big Mac meal, but I don't know how much it cost, mate.
You bought your ma one.
No, I can't eat McDonald's anymore. Sure, since I went to Turkey.
Nah, it's not good for you. It's not good.
And lastly, and quite poignant for the podcast, a cinema ticket. Jesus fucking. A cinema ticket was only £3.88. That was the average price. So between £3.50 and £4.
What is it? What is it roughly now? See a ticket? Fucking
12 to 16 quid.
Aye.
Aye.
That's fucking. There's no change the seats for 96.
No, well, as you know, I went back to the Odeon Lux Limitless card, which is £20 a month. But they look after their place. They've got the reclining seats, the tables, and all that jazz, so it's smashing.
Yeah.
Whereas Cineworld have just lost the plot. Even I buy a monthly unlimited card, but it's £2 a booking. Excuse me, you've just put it up to £17.99 for fucking £9.99, and you want another £2 every time I buy. Okay, yourself to fuck. They're chasing me for the last payment and all that. Telling flat, fucking bite my banger. You're getting nothing after.
The only flicks I want to see are shown right here in GSE.
The only flicks I want to see is a lassie naked flicking her pee-pee. And that was 1996, mate.
Oh, fucking hell. Who flicks their pee?
I don't care, mate.
Brother. Thought about the cinema, mate. What have you watched? And we're short gap between episodes.
Oh, not a lot. So this will be quite quick for a wee change. Continued with Daredevil Born Again. I put in Wreck-It Ralph, Fight or Flight, which I turned off. It was all right, but she started going on about, I was a child slave. Oh, fuck off. I don't care how you got here. You do what you do. Just going to start battling some cunts, man. So I'll get back to it. See the film. Is it Big Hero 6, the big fat robot and flip? He's got a wee spin-off series called Baymax, because that's his name. It's only 6 episodes. Watch that with a Wayne. That's bloody good. Watch that, children. I went to Pictures to see Mickey 17, and it was all right. I was awfully tired. I was kind of dozing off towards the end because I was just done my work and all that. But I've downloaded it. I'm going to watch it again, get another chance. Robert Pattinson's excellent. Fucking excellent.
Yeah.
And Donna Justice, because I love it. And as I says to you, texting last night, him that it says it's a bad film's a fucking idiot. It's a great film. Great film. See if that film came out now, it'd be getting revered, but too much DC hate. At the time, people hated it before it was released and all that jazz. But obviously, the Snyder Cut, no, the theatrical trailer, because it purposefully misses out some very poignant things. But that was it, mate. That was me. That was me. I hardly tapped my wee list. So, what about you? What have you been watching?
Oh, mate, well, like you already know, mate, I went off my nut on the Disney Plus. I watched Lilo and Stitch, Mulan, Beauty and the Beast, Hercules, then The Fox and the Hound. And I thought, you need to shake yourself out of this. So then I started watching mega blockbusters like 47 Ronin, Get Shorty, Be Cool, and then obviously the film we're doing today. And after I watched that, I watched the second one, Independence Day Resurgence. And the more I watch it, the more I don't appreciate it, but like it better.
Really?
I don't think it's got the same sense of build up this one's got.
No. It can't have, because it's like we've seen
Sequel.
over the last couple of years a sequel to a fucking, you said it, blockbuster. Very hard to pull off. Gladiator, most recently, was never going to be it. You know what I mean?
No.
And I bought this. That was one of my treats to myself yesterday. A Blu-ray, Independence Day Resurgence yesterday. So I've got the two of them. So I like it. I like it.
But aye, there you go. That was the recent watches, the ocular delights, as we sometimes call them. But
see when you were see when you were sitting doing your Disney thing.
I was singing along.
Fucking right you were. Were you sitting with a big lollipop, a sailor's uniform, and curls?
How'd you know?
Brilliant. Okay.
Oh,
brilliant.
I see you subscribe to the OnlyFans.
Oh, that's disturbing, that. Dress up as a wee boy in a sailor's uniform for me. Lick your lollipop. Lick your lollipop. Aye. Lick your lollipop. Big rainbow coloured swirly man.
Go, get in there nice and deep like. But anyway.
Oh.
Fucking
Always
hell.
reverts back to
We'll go to
dodgeball.
prison one day. But 1996. Independence Day was born, and talk about blockbuster, right? If this is true, I think they danced all the way to the bank.
Oh,
The budget was $75 million, and according to the interwebs, wrote in 817. That's phenomenal. And
oh, aye, definitely phenomenal. Considering it was only £3.88 for a fucking ticket. You know what I mean? So, going by the maths, you could probably quadruple that in today's money. Maybe even
Aye.
fucking 5 times what it's worth a day. So, amazing amount.
Aliens.
I had it in my head, although we never cared a jot about box offices before this, I kind of thought it would have been in the Billion Club, but
Yeah. Well, aye. Oh, it's a
shut the door.
definite success. Aye. And the film was directed by your man there, Roland Emmerich, who, most of these films I've seen a day like. You know what I mean? I was looking through Hang Me, 2012 and all that. I was like, oh, you like a disaster. You like to see the world on fire, son.
I love a disaster movie, mate. I do.
Oh,
I went to see 2012. I went to see that in the pictures. I thought it was fucking great.
aye.
And the usual pish. Oh, it's so far fetched. It's a fucking fantasy film, you fucking idiot.
You know what somebody said to me? You know, this is a real thing. Why is this guy just so close to disaster but always makes it? And I was like, well, it'll be a bit of a shite film if it was nowhere near any of it.
Aye. Just dies in the very first thing that happens. And then the credits roll. Dun, 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 dun. I loved it.
Fucking hell, man. Oh, aye. So dead unrealistic. What? You mean the space battles? Fuck's sake. But the cast of this, mate. Some cast. I mean, the ones I've wrote down here: Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, Manny McDonnell, Judd Hirsch, Robert Loggia, Randy Quaid, Margaret Colin, James Reburn, Harvey Firestein, Adam Baldwin, Brett Spinner, James Duvall, Vivica A. Fox, Lisa Jacob, and Ross Bagley. And there's many more people there.
Harry Connick Jr.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. That's why I didn't put it down. That's sad. I mean, he's made rumblings about this. I will let him have his moment.
It has to be mentioned because he's going to get fiercely slagged. That's why.
Oh. Well, by the way, seeing that you said that, he wasn't originally supposed to be in the film. It was supposed to be Matthew Perry, and he pulled it. So,
but the first time he's pulled it out, so yes, AIDS boy.
Yeah, Matthew, you're a dirty boy.
You really fell off with the virus, you bastard. Better wish you pulled out of that arsehole. Well, I like. I'm only kidding on. Trips up. Matthew Perry was a good wee actor. Didn't matter. It wasn't a very big role, but I want to slap his face. I think he's part of shite. He's a cheese fest motherfucker. I've maybe just seen it that many times that he's grated on me more and more every time since I've seen it. Can I tell you something as well? My brother said that we did have the holographic VHS cover.
There you go.
After you showed me it, I told Rob, I says to Rob, I says, remember we had that? We played it fucking all the time. And he went, aye, I know, man. We had the pure holographic cover and all that. Did we? He's like, aye, we did. The holographic VHS. I was like, my, how do I not remember this? I must have been having a social life at the time.
You've made a liar out of me.
So I was all amazed when you showed me it last week, and there you go. Had it all the time.
Aye, because obviously we were talking about it in work the other day there. Maybe you've had it yourself, the VHS tape, the cover of it, the picture or the image behind Craig here, the spaceship blowing up the White House. When you moved it about, the big beam came down and the White House blew up. You know what I mean? I don't know how some of the Americans felt about it, but hey, well.
What film is it? Is it an Ace Ventura one? No, is it an Austin Powers one where somebody goes back in time? No, they come back and they show them this and kid on, it's real. What is that again?
Aye. Oh, here, what that die? You've set off something.
That was actually footage from the movie Independence Day, but that didn't happen. Something like that. Anyway, write in, tell us, people.
Yes, numbers at the bottom. But talking about somebody else that shouldn't have been in the film. Oh, Will Smith, right, plays Captain Miller in this. It was
Yes.
originally offered to Ethan Hawke, who
Your
was reading
favourite?
the script. Oh, I was fucking so happy. I was like, oh, and he was reading the script while driving down the highway, and he thought it was so ridiculous, he just launched it out the window.
I think that's
That's
just added bullets to your armoury there about him being a bit of a dick.
He says he read the line about E.T. Now, Will Smith says, I just give me an opportunity to put a rock up E.T.'s ass or something like that. I'll kick E.T.'s ass. And he was like, no, it's ridiculous.
No, what was ridiculous was every other pilot's reaction to his line saying that. Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
You're the fucking man, that motherfucker.
Oh, that boy is full of banter. I love coming in here. Just knowing he's in here.
Aye. It makes me want to fly a plane, that boy. Fuck you. Some castmate, as you said, some money that is brought in. The runtime is 2 hours and 25 minutes. Doesn't he feel that way? You didn't know it.
No,
Doesn't
that was actually
space in
surprised.
it? He did space in it.
Because that's. I always felt the film like kind of quick. Know what I mean? But for some, because I thought last night, well, I watched it on Disney Plus again. You know, because I was already on watching other things. But
Is it on Disney
I didn't
Plus?
know it was. That, and Resurgence is on it. That's how I watched away from, which is weird.
It's good
Which is
to know.
weird. Just imagine your young Wayne. Oh, I like that. That was a good film. That went to it. What's that? You're going to watch everyone die.
Aye. Says here as well, mate, it got MTV Movie Awards, TV Awards for the Best Kiss, Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, which is they were pretty damn bloody good for that time, I would say.
Yeah.
Like an IMDb currently sitting at 7 out of 10, with Rotten Tomatoes at 68%, so kind of the same. But what is the synopsis for the movie, sir? What would you say?
Oh,
Europe?
synopsis. I'll make it up on the spot, because I can do that. I am the white M&M. But aye.
Yes, white.
Well, people, it's
Yes, white.
the usual.
M&M's white.
Aye. Anyway, obviously, aliens come to Earth, and you're like, oh, what's going on here? And aye, they just start malking everybody. Know what I mean? And we need to find a way to defeat the aliens. They've came here to exterminate us, and we need to fight for survival. And Bill Pullman goes in and gives the best halftime speech ever. Better than Bobby Bushes and the Waterboy.
Oh, that's a statement and a half, by the way, saying that. I take some beating that. Not quite William Wallace, but it's a good speech, innit?
Yeah. Oh, I guess you're right.
Sure.
Makes you want to go punch a Martian, know what I mean? But that could be a hate crime now, I don't know. So, anyway.
I was just thinking, right? See, Cherny scushing that Celtic fan with a water bottle. In Scotland, he could quite feasibly be looking at a 2-year jail sentence for it.
I know. Because somebody posted the laws of the land. If somebody feels it's made them worried or upset or something along those lines, it's technically assault. And if it causes such a furor, it can be classed as a breach of the peace.
I'm the victim! I'm the victim! Fuck you.
Aye. Anyway.
By the
way, we're talking about Bill Pullman. Again, another actor that could have been in this, but the studio shot it down. Kevin Spacey. Because the writer of this is it Dean Devlin or something like that, maybe? He actually knew Kevin Spacey as a young actor
All
and
right.
wanted him and put him in the film as the president. And the studio went, no, we don't see him as a movie star.
House of
So,
Cards proved them wrong,
aye.
didn't it?
So, but as well as that, the studio wanted to call this film Doomsday.
Aye.
Where did you come up with that, Mr. Chai Wearer?
Oh fuck. No, well, I'm
Oh,
glad they didn't, because obviously
yeah.
the whole premise is about the date as well, and it's how. I mean, Pullman says in his speech, didn't he, about today we fight for our freedom again and the right to
Aye.
survive and all that, which is very apt. And I would imagine if you were an American listening to that, you'd be heart pumping right out your chest, man.
Yeah. Well, that's actually what sealed the deal.
What about like Barry Ferguson?
There may be a lot of references.
I know. Sorry, folks. No, sorry.
But aye. No, but that's what finally sealed the deal with it being called Judgment Day, was that speech. So I feel that's a win for the good guys. Because I could just imagine fucking Doomsday. Well, but anyway.
Oh.
But see, when I first watched this, mate, see what always stood out to me was just the design of the alien spacecraft and the aliens. Just
Awesome,
felt
isn't it?
very different to what you'd ever seen before.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely awesome. I've got a bit of trivia about the design of the aliens. Let me just get to it, and I'll tell you. Well, I've not wrote it down, but I remember it. What actually happened was that Dean Devlin, again, the writer, he asked for somebody to design him an alien for the film, obviously. And the guy came back with two different designs. But Devlin liked the both of them that much that he incorporated them into what we finally got. So one was the alien itself, and one was the biosuit, written about the alien and all that. It's like that. I'm not picking one of them. I'm having a two of the bastards, says ya.
It's like
That was
Paul
a
looking
win.
at a biscuit.
A win. Absolute win.
Oh, definitely, mate.
You say design of the ships, mate.
Aye.
Superb.
Aye. I mean, I know we're all used to the old aliens and a flying saucer thing and all that, but they looked just out of this world. Know what I mean?
Aye. Well, again, Dean Devlin said that he wanted the alien invasion to be on a grander scale because he dislikes how the movies' alien invasions always happened in a low-key manner, including in cornfields, etc., stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, fuck, if you're going to go big or go home, is that famous saying?
Aye.
You know what I mean? That
Aye.
women say to me when they see me unsheathed. It's amazing because what's done really well in this movie, mate, I think you'll probably agree, is you don't get to see the spaceship right away, but you get to see the impact that the spaceship has. You know what I mean?
Aye.
With the shadows and all that kind of stuff, because we'll get to famous best bits and all that, but I just think the opening gambit of the moon and all that is what's coming here.
I just there's a rumbling. You know what I mean? It's like just like you mentioned there. See the scale of it. Like you've up. I said to you in work. See, when I first seen this, I was like, they'll not be able to top like another. You'll not be able to top this film with like another alien invasion film because it's just like the scale of it. You just felt doom seeing one of these spaceships. Know what I mean? And the fact that they were all around the planet, you're going, oh.
I can't think of any since alien invasion films, really. There's probably hundreds out there that I've just can't think of off the top of my head, but none have made the impact that this movie has anyway. I mean, the huge hype that the film began generating in early 1986 caused Warner Brothers to postpone the release of Mars Attack. There you go. That's how big it was for the summer until the Christmas. And Steven Spielberg temporarily cancelled his plans to direct War of the Worlds in 2005 as well. So there you go.
So, mate, that's what I said. Well, there you go. There's War of the Worlds. I'd maybe say that's it, but
That's a belter. We done
That,
that. I
that's
love
that's
that.
good for different reasons. Know what I mean? This just felt like the whole world was caught. So,
Aye.
but no, it was actually hilarious. Well, I think it's brilliant in the film, right? See the use of like Area 51. The US military was going to support this film if they removed the whole Area 51 bit.
Aye.
That means that they got uniforms, vehicles, planes, everything. If they just went, remove that secret bit.
Aye. Remove that mention of a place that really doesn't exist anyway. I swear it. Honestly, why do you want us not to mention it in? Just cause, mate.
Aye.
Know what I mean? I'll give you a wee tank, that. Just going to know see it.
Mate, see
That's
just
amazing.
aye, mate, it's brilliant, mate. It's the use of that to bring that in, it kind of, because it's not even as if it's like a daft wee throwaway thing. It eventually becomes like a major part of the plot
Oh, it has
with
to
how
be
they,
because
they defeat them. Know what I mean?
aye. And for the sake of a movie, I don't know why the American military gets so much a rod up their arse because it's been mentioned in fucking hundreds of things. But to withhold like resources and equipment and all that, it's stupid, silly, isn't it?
Yeah, aye. I just feels petty, doesn't it? But
Aye.
I mean, hey,
Do you know what
whatever,
isn't
mate. I think
petty? Do you know what isn't? Do you know what isn't minuscule? Do you know what's grand and vast? This movie holds the record for the most miniature model works to appear in one film. There you go. Model shop supervisor Michael Joyce estimated that more miniatures were used for this film than in any other two films combined. There you go, fuck's sake. Due to the advancement in digital technology since the film was released, most experts believed this record may stand forever.
there you go. Aye, because I did always wonder that how did they blow up the White House, and obviously that building is at LA and all that. No should name any
Aye.
building, but the effect they used was they would shoot up towards the building to get like the model to get a grander scale and then blow it up. Because when they blew it up, the flames would come towards you. So there you go. Filming techniques again, practical stuff that is obviously ditched now for the sake of CGI, but
I know.
because I think that's what affects a lot of alien films and maybe horror films. See now, see the monster coming to get people. It's a fucking tennis ball. Know what I mean? Whereas again, back to the alien, you know that's a real thing there. So I think that helps your imagination
Aye.
as opposed to going CGI daft and like, oh, that's shite. Know what I mean?
Aye. I get that. Aye. You're right. Totally right, by the way. And again, less is more. The holding back of the reveals for the ship,
Yep.
the alien, and all that kind of stuff. It works, man. Because like you say, your imagination's wandering. And then you
Aye.
get the reveal and it pays off, man. It's great. Quite a good thing that I liked, I read about was Dean Devlin again. Did a lot of fucking talking, this Dean Devlin. He said that most of the dialogue in the scenes Jeff Goldblum shared with Judd Hirsch and Will Smith were all improvised. And I kind of thought that anyway, with Goldblum and Hirsch just having that back and forth Jewish talk. Know what I mean?
Aye. They'd be having a laugh, man. Well, notice, I didn't know at the time, I just thought he's always looked old. Judd Hirsch is actually wearing aged up makeup.
Is he?
Apparently. Because there's only 18-year a difference between him and Jeff Goldblum.
Right enough, aye. Because I used to watch, Judd Hirsch used to be in Taxi sitcom. Brilliant. If you've never seen it, folks, by the way, it was out before
Cheers and all that,
my
I'm sure.
time. I watched reruns and all that. I don't know if it's early 80s or late 70s, but it's fucking awesome what a cast. Judd Hirsch is in it. He's quite a fucking handsome, dapper looking guy. That big, strong Jewish jaw, you know what I mean? But he plays a good part in this because he's not an Orthodox Jew, but he talks like an Orthodox Jew, like the old country, didn't he? And, brilliant.
Plus he's very old for the time. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I've had enough. What you talk about bullshit. Know what I mean? Because obviously, I'm guessing people have seen this. there's a lot of looting starts when the first alien starts showing up, and he answers the door with a double barrel shotgun. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Oh, fucking shocking! These people, vultures. They're vultures.
Aye, exactly. So that's what I mean. I mean, this film was kind of promoted and publicised for being grand, and it's going to be the special effects are going to be out of this world. Pardon the pun. And that's all true. And I think they hold up. They really do hold up today. Apart from a couple of fucking the tunnel scene with the dog and all that's a bit. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? Fuck's sake. But apart from that, I think they're brilliant. But again, it doesn't work unless the story's good and the actors don't dial it in. And all three, for me, are fucking smashing.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. You care what happens to people. Know what I mean? As opposed to now, a lot of them, like, when you watch a film now, like, there's so many characters that are unlikable. I don't know if it's the writing or how the actors are playing them, whatever, but this, you kind of want everybody to make it. Know what I mean? I find it's missing for films now, I would say.
Well, that'll be proven a little bit later in the podcast when I tell you about one of my best bits. Or one of my memorable bits, I'll say. It's no best bits, but you do, you care a lot about everybody in this. Main characters, obviously. You don't care about fucking me, Johnny Davison, going to his work in a taxi. Stunning watching a fireball come at him. You deserve to be dead, mate.
Or that wanker putting files away in the building, like that. Really?
He's getting a cheek to squint his eyes. Just take it like a man. Get that filed under D, you bastard.
Another daft wee bit of trivia here, which I thought was hilarious. During filming some scenes in this, with the helicopter, they've got the lights on it, start trying to communicate with aliens. There was actually like 150 people phoned the police, said they'd seen a UFO in the sky. So, there you go.
Brilliant. No publicity is bad publicity, especially for a fucking alien invasion film. There we go.
Exactly.
So welcome.
100%. 100%, man.
See that helicopter, that welcome wagon they call it, innit? I think that's one of the coolest looking things ever, by the way.
unless that's what your neighbour drew in the morning. Know what I mean? He's like, bing, bing.
There's Davey got his work again. Fuck's sake.
See, another thing that helps the film and like the scale of things and all that, and see the score, the soundtrack to the film, I think it gives it a bit more gravitas as well.
Definitely. Dun, 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 dun.
It just feels like, know what it's like? The old films where they used to use see the big tarantula climbing there like a daft wee tune. It's like that, mate. You're going, oh no!
Dun, dun, dun. Orchestra striking up. As you're right, mate, it's brilliant. And another thing to do with the sound wise, I think, see the signal they stumble upon. It's unmistakably always going to be the Independence Day alien signal. I'm not going to try and mimic it. I can't. It's just a noise that you're like, fuck.
No, it actually sounds like a big massive stone or something being dragged across Merestone.
No, it doesn't.
Again, mate.
Fucking Disney.
I can see that what's the films? See like Indiana Jones and all that, when the traps start coming down and you hear the big boulders coming and all that. It's like that.
The scraping of rock against rock kind of sound.
Scraping.
That's a bit more plausible. I just
I
imagine
meant stone on stone.
dragging a rock. Airbell rocks.
Oh, I says a boulder. A boulder. That is a nice boulder.
Did you say boulder? We'll listen back later and see if you did say boulder. If you did, I do apologise.
Well,
but it's a great sound, mate. It's eerie. That big speaker and on, he puts the phone up to get that guy out of his bed and all that. Just, I think you want to hear this, sir. It's brilliant. Great choice. And did you say the score and all? as it's grandioso.
Yep. Aye. Brilliant, man. It's brilliant.
Well, we'll probably touch on it later about the president's speech, right? But a good bit of trivia surrounding that speech was the president's speech was filmed on August the 6th in 1995 in front of an old aeroplane hangar that once housed Enola Gay, which, of course, was the plane that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima exactly 50 years earlier on August the 6th, same day, 1945. Interestingly, the crowd was not scripted to start cheering. Bill Pullman's delivery of the speech was so good that they just started applauding and cheering on their own, and the filmmakers kept it in the movie. Americans love a bit of fucking patriotism, don't they?
Tell me I'm fucking great. Rips her shirt after that.
Oh, going to show for milk and seeing a flag and just going, fuck yeah, get some! Oh.
I was going to say to you, mate, see what really surprised me? But the amount of American flag and amount of American cheer, pride, whatever you want to call it, I feel Michael Bay had a fucking hand to play in this movie.
I'm glad you said it. I was going to just say it when you mentioned who directed the film and all that. I thought you were going to say it then, but I thought I'll leave it to it. But aye, mate, you'd be mistaken for just sitting somebody in front of us and saying, who directed that? People like that. I'll take a punt, Michael Bay. Very much so, isn't it?
I tell you, man, just so much it. Just so much it. I mean,
Slow
I get
motion.
it. I mean, see if you're making the films and all that, and it's you're going to say we're the guys that are going to do it. You know what I mean? It's no point getting somebody else the credit. But you're right, man. The fact that you could see if somebody did talk like that, you could get it, couldn't you? You could get everybody. If you could get, that's it, mate. Aye, fucking yeah, aye, mate. We're doing this.
What? Aye. I'm in. Come on.
I just came here for the free soup. I'm going to smash somebody.
Free soup? Where are you? Fucking Man United's fucking canteen? That's all they're getting is soup. Welcome, soup and bread. I'd fucking kill for a bowl of soup for nothing for my lunch every day.
I've killed for soup.
I'd choke for soup. That sounds so fucking medieval. 10th century.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
I'd kill for a bowl of soup. Oh, yes, please, sir. Thank you, sir. Very nice of you, sir. Yeah, lovely, sir. Fucking dishwater with bits in it, man. Fuck's sake.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
No, like our ancestors that used to get a big bowl of salt. Yeah, eat your salt. Get your bed.
I had that in my head and I forgot. It was Harvey Willie Wallace and killed for soup.
Fucking right, aye. I'd kill for a bowl of soup, da. Can I put salt in my soup? No! Eat your salt. I can afford soup.
I'm out there fighting the English to put salt in your bowl. You eat it. And let the English see you eat it.
Oh. I'm awfully
There you
thirsty,
go,
da.
man. How did we get there?
I don't know. Willie Wallace, always thirsty, that
Could
boy.
you imagine? Could you imagine this is America's version of Braveheart? They're being oppressed by aliens.
Would you be willing from this day to that, lying in your bed, man? They may take our lives, dude. They'll never take our Twinkies. Fuckers.
Yes.
A nice wee bit of trivia that I wrote down here was that around 2 hours, 10 minutes in, fucking near enough end of the film, Jeff Goldblum uses one of his lines from Jurassic Park in 1993, and the line was, must go faster, and it's delivered with the same intensity, because I'd want to get fucking hell out of there.
See Jeff Goldblum, mate, I don't think Jeff Goldblum plays characters. I think Jeff Goldblum is the character.
I think you're right. And so much, do you know, I've not seen Jeff Goldblum, that guy's films, right? Obviously. But
Did you
the ones
say Goldblum?
Gold,
Might need to listen to that back.
Blooming Gold. But you're right. You're 100% correct. He is just him in everything I've ever seen him. Apart from one thing, The Fly. But every other character I've ever seen him in, He's just his cell. You're right, mate. It's a good observation.
Uh,
I
what
fucking
about
like him.
Jeff
I
Goldblum?
like him. Didn't
Oh,
appreciate him
odd.
in
I
my
don't
earlier
think
years,
many people don't like him.
but I do know. He's a womanizing bastard. By the way, he's nearly fucking pumped every fucking leading lady in every film he's done. The big Lothario, big golden dick. Know what I mean?
Oh, what you like, Jeff? He's like
Ah, it's Jeff. But he looks quite handsome in this film. He's looking very, very tanned.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, mate. It's in Jurassic Park. You might have peeked. See that open black shirt? Just lying there. Just
they fucking sunglasses and all that shit. He was trying too hard. And this, he's a lovable, good-looking geek.
Talking about Jeff Goldblum, Will Smith. Do you think this fired him right into the conversation when it comes to movie star wise? Because I know he was in Bad Boys before this.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys? Was Bad Boys before this?
I'm sure it was. I want to say Bad Boys might have been 95, maybe 94.
Well, obviously, it also coincides with around about the same time as Men in Black as well. So, Will was a busy boy.
Yeah.
Bad Boys.
Because just again, it's a thing. You know, there's films out there when you're watching them, you just think, "Oh, such and such is in that." I just think Will Smith when it comes to Independence Day.
Mate, you're right. 1995, so a year earlier, Bad Boys came out. Prime Tia Leone in it, by the way. So there you go. Aye, that's probably one that catapulted because it coincided with the last ever episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air getting aired as well. So it was big news. It was big stock. Andy had a pop career with Jazzy Jeff as well.
Yeah,
which was the summertime, doing all that shit. And I think his film career just went berserk after this, didn't it?
Well, that was my thinking because it might have been other things before Bad Boys, but I don't remember much. But
Men in Black was 97, so what a run of 3 films: Bad Boys, Independence Day, Men in Black.
Oh, monies, ching ching.
But listen, we all know about what Will Smith done the last couple of years at Oscars, and there's a lot of stuff came out about him and blah blah blah. I've never denied his acting ability. Do you know what I mean?
No.
You've never done it either. We love I Am Legend. I think he's great in that. We've done that. We've done a couple of films with Will Smith in it, and there's too much focus sometimes.
I was one of the few people out there that liked Wild Wild West. There you go.
What the fuck? Why did that film bomb? That was, I tell you, we named our favourite Western not 4 episodes ago. I'll tell you, by the way, Wild Wild West never came into my thinking then, and I wish it did because it's up there. Wild Wild West.
Even the tune, mate.
Is a great film. I think. I'm putting that in the fucking list. That's something's getting taken off for that. That's getting put in the list, mate. Chicka wah wah. Every actor's fucking great in it. Every actor's great in it. Anyway, we'll get to it. We'll do it another time.
Aye. I've got a question for you, all right?
Okay.
I know, see the idiots that are on, well, calling them idiots right away because they don't know what's going to happen to them, right? But see, they're up there saying, welcome to the aliens and all that. Would you be one of them? Would you welcome the aliens?
Welcome them? No.
Aye.
No. We've discussed this. We know what we'd be doing. We'd be fucking preparing for the worst, but doing it in the best possible fashion. We'd be on a rooftop somewhere else, a deck chair, a big drink, a cigar, and our flip-flops, just waiting for what's going to happen. Just, it's been a good run there, Christopher. Indeed it has, Craig, and I wish you Godspeed. See you on the other side, old chap. Rather, you know what I mean? Just wait for the atomic blast, man. But no, I wouldn't be at the top of the Hilton in fucking Glasgow. Yeah, fucking Hi! I'd be skeptical for the fucking get-go.
I
It's
know.
one of the bugbearers about the film is when all these when all these ships are strategically placing themselves at poignant points around the globe. It's only Jeff Goldblum that knows why they're doing it. You know what I mean? Come on, fuck's sake.
Aye.
They're
It's
not here
just
for shake hands.
I just thought it was a curious because I mean I know there is people like, oh, you need to welcome them. You know what I mean? And then I don't think I'd be actively like, loading guns and all that and going right here. Listen,
No,
know what I mean?
aye,
But it's just that there's two types of people in the film. People that went, fuck this, I'm getting out of Dodge. And then there's other ones that went to the highest point to see them. Know what I mean? Like, just curious who would do what.
aye. How would you be? Would you be up there? Or would you be
Or
doing
would just
what I
be one of
said?
them. She's sitting in the house like that. It's fucking mental, that.
Aye, exactly. Mate.
It's like, mate, don't want to bring up 9/11, but see when I woke up and 9/11 was on the telly, I'm like, fucking film's that? It'd be the
Aye.
same thing. Sat you're watching.
Morbid curiosity's never left me about 9/11. I can't no watch. It fascinates me. Just fascinates me. Anyway, that's another story for another day. Aye.
Aye.
But I like the way you said that one of these people that, you need to let the aliens in. You need to welcome them. I just getting an awful lot of that to do. Fucking, you need to let the immigrants, the asylum seekers in. I mean, you going to give them a bed in your house? Oh, well, no, well, that's, fuck you. Aye, open your door.
Aye.
It's over doors, man. Over doors.
It's like the whole thing as well. Like fucking that safe drug use fucking facility. Yeah, we have to do it. We have to do it. Like, all right, we're building it up beside you. No, we're sticking over the East End. We use scumbags. Cheers for that. Cheers for that.
Exactly. Aye.
Fucking ball bags, man.
Inclusion and
Aye.
diversity is just alive and well if it's the narrative.
But we've danced on it enough, mate. He's your favourite bits, mate.
I've got heavy hunters our favourite bits in this film, mate. I'm going to tell you one of them now, pal, because it's my favouriteest bit in the whole fucking... No, it's not my favouriteest, but the intro. The intro is just brilliant. The dust on the moon, shaking, the footprints, the shadow casting over the plaque that the astronauts left up there allegedly. It's great. And like you say, the score. That's no nice music, that. Something's coming. I just think it's great. It's a brilliant introduction into the film.
Yeah. It's a tension setter, isn't it?
Mm.
I mean, that doesn't reveal much, but also lets you know shit's about to go down.
It doesn't reveal much. It lets you, as an audience member, think about what's coming. We're no daft. We'll fucking understand. Do you know what I mean? We've got no doubt you're going to fill us in down the line anyway, so let us have a bit of wonderment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
That's great.
Well, echo what you're saying. Just one of my favourite bits is see just the emergence of the ship coming out of the clouds at New York. It's just fucking... I remember the first time seeing it and I'm going, that's amazing. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Just
sat my mammy in the cinema and seen it and fucking amazing. Fire in the sky. Amazing.
fucking aye. I mean, it's like alien invasion films now. It's like it shows up right away and then it just starts fucking blowing up buildings and all that. This thing just like arrives and you're like, oh what's that? What's that? And just the size of New York and it dwarfs it. No, I mean that again, back to the scale thing. You're just like, oh dear.
Aye. We've got nothing that large. You know what I mean? How we fighting this fucker?
Ever since Craig has retired his penis.
Back in the day, I'd have just gave it one swing. It came down. That's amazing, mate. You mentioned scale there, right? As at no point does it look off. The scale's fucking vast. It's amazing. We've seen recently Disney Star Wars get it very fucking rang with scale. But this is just done right. It's great, mate. Absolutely great. Here's another one.
Another favourite bit again. I'm getting a lot of shout outs to the aliens. See just the destructive power when they're blowing up the cities. It is fucking like again, back to talking about the old films. They'd shoot a laser beam and it would blow the corner off a building. This is just decimating cities, and then you just see it. See that shot when it kind of pans out, and you just see the fireball just taking the city in a big circle radius. It's amazing, man.
That's amazing. And like you said, if it this actually went on longer than I remembered it being. Do you know what I mean? Because and it's great. All the cities just getting obliterated to a nuclear blast level. But it's always made me wonder why David gets so upset at the president giving the order to nuke the ship. Because surely whatever that ship's above has already been fucking decimated anyway for the same amount of radius.
Yeah.
Just strangled with me. That's great, mate. The effects are fucking flawless. The scale models getting blown out. Amazing.
Yep.
Aye. And like you say, the devastating radius of the circle, the size of the ships.
That's it. It was just everything. Like even down to the practical effects with stuff, where just the force of the blast is flipping motors. You know what I mean? And they've done that practical and just everything with it. Because see when the big fireball is like blasting through, I think it's San Diego or something like that. I was like that. Terminator 2. No, I mean, Skynet, you bastard. But I mean, it's just it's a thing I've not really seen repeated since. Just the destructive power. Just one wee blast off a spaceship. Know what I mean? As opposed to hundreds of wee drones all flying about, destroying the place. Know what I mean?
Aye. Well, we said it in the trivia there about it's testament to the amount of miniatures that were used to the length of time it goes on. So they'll say it'll never be bettered. And I can see why now. Do you know what I mean? That's amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing. Another one for me is see the first lady dying. Fucking hits me hard,
in
man.
The fields with totes the mosh.
I sat and watched it last night. Granted, I had a wee drink, mate. It was my birthday and all that. And then see when he comes out the hospital and he sits down to his daughter, and his daughter just says, "Is Mammy sleeping now, Daddy?" I was like, oh, my hair is fucking roasty toasted. Really was, man. I was like, that fucking wiped away a tear again. I've seen it 100 times. I was like, last night, oh, fucking a wee lassie. She's probably about fucking 40. Oh.
Again, mate, it's testament to your caring about the characters.
Exactly, back to what you said.
Yeah, there's there's many a film now I go, oh, is he dead? What happens next?
And it's clever writing as well, because at the very start, when he's on the phone and everything's all hunky-dory, she makes an off-the-cuff comment. You didn't let her stay up all night again, did you? No, she was in her bed. And liar. Do you know what I mean? Because she can always tell when he lies. And then he tries to lie her on her deathbed saying, doctor's saying, by the way, he's shite at it. He is shite at lying. You're going to be, just fine. Hen. And she goes, again, she just goes, liar. Do you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, they know. She knows. She knows you know. What do you do now?
Aye, mate, like you, mate. Times in the past I've watched it and I go, it's a film, Chris. It's a film.
She's a good lassie.
Aye.
Then I hear him.
Aye. Plus, I think he's enough. See when he walks out the room, and all the doctors and that are all in the hallway while they're on the corridor, and they all know and on, it's just silent, and then the heat bows and all that, and you're going, "You've manipulated me, sir. Well done."
Aye. Here's another one of yours, mate. Just going to get my vape. 2 seconds.
Aye, aye. Well, man. Aye. Back to back to Area 51,
Yes.
and it's the alien speaking to the president, but using the wee scientist's voice box to communicate. It's very creepy and kind of, aye, sets a different tone. Know what I mean? Because obviously at that point stuff has happened, the aliens have attacked and all that, but you're going, why are they doing this? Is it just whatever? And then it's just that alien going, no peace, just wants you to die. And you're going, this is sinister.
Mm. Again, you referred to Terminator 2. That's they can't be bargained with, can't be reasoned with. And obviously when they tap into President Whitmore's mind, he sees everything that they're planning. And they're just like locusts. They just come, they destroy, use up the resources, then they move on to the next civilization. You're like, oh, these are bad bastards, these fucking alien beings.
Plus, it's kind of scary. It's kind of atmospheric, that bit. Because it's like, it's the voice and everything, and it's the way I'll say it's the like steam and all that. It's filled the room, so you can't see things, but you know it's there, and it's just. See it's creepy, man.
The tentacle in the throat thing. I know you get xenomorph vibes, didn't you, for Alien?
Aye.
As well.
Mate, mate,
let's go in that fucking room. I don't like it.
I'm not sure I like you.
Aye, you're right. It's scary.
It's the whole thing as well. See the lead up to it. I mean, you've seen the spaceships and all that. You've seen the wee fighter spaceships and stuff. And this is no, I mean, I don't know how long this is into the film, but this is you finally get to see the alien, right? You know what I mean? When they do the alien autopsy. And that's how you find out it's like a biosuit it's wearing, and then there's this wee horrible bastard inside and all. And it's just, and then see when it starts attacking people, the way it crawls out of this suit and all that, it's fucking like.
Aye, it's very scary. Very scary. I don't like it at all. The I'll start again, right? Take a breath, Craig, for fuck's sake. What you trying to say, son? Say it. Just say it. The other scary factor in it is that they can't talk. They have no vocal cords, right? So that's good for a tactical point of view, because obviously our intelligence can't tap into communications. They just stumble on a signal. And then telepathic abilities and all that. Oh, out my head, you bastard.
Aye, it's just no right, man. It's what I say is it's creepy, scary, and again, it's like gives you like the fear of what's going to happen. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Whereas I suppose you're like the good guys are going to win this and all that carry on. Know what I mean? And these things, it wasn't just like a daft throwaway alien. The alien was fucking creepy. Know what I mean? It made you fearful, as opposed to some of the things you get now. You're going, that's a bit shit.
Definitely. And do you know what else? That's what I really like about the resurgence, the follow-up. Because this film was always going to be about humanity triumphing, right? But obviously, back out in space, they were like, fuck yous. I'm coming back here. I'm going to kick your ass. I like it. I think the premise for the second movie was fucking great. You know what I mean?
Aye. Geez, another man for yourself, mate, if you wish.
Oh, I wish. There's loads that everybody will pick. No, I'm going to say something. See David's explanation to Robert Loggia about the chess. It's fucking fascinating, and it instantly brings you right in to where you probably already know, but his discovery through a game he plays every day with his dad, chess. He's like, that's what you do. He says you should easily get all your bits, you point them in the right, just ready to pounce, and then checkmate. And that guy's realization at checkmate is, and you're like that, and what an explanation. I think it's great.
Aye. Aye.
Oh, I gotta call my mother. I gotta call my lawyer. Fuck the lawyer.
Aye. Fucking. I like the final battle and all. Say the final sky battle. I like that too. I know it's you need to have a big crescendo for the ending on that, but see like the final bit of hope and all that, and you're like, that's it. We're gonna do it, lads. We're gonna do it.
It's fucking epic, mate. Epic. I mean, the very first assault
Mm.
is epic and all. That's the first
Aye.
time well, that Fox won and it hits the shield and all that, doesn't it, mate? And then all these fucking wee alien ships come out as they're flying into them and all that. It's brilliant, man.
Aye.
Absolutely brilliant.
Aye. As aye. Plus, that's another thing we didn't really touch on. Peter used to, like, like aliens would have some sort of fucking shield and all that, but see the way that was done, I know you were like that. I like
Aye.
you.
Aye. It's no like other space films we've seen that the shield's just that away for the thing, mate. It's
Aye.
fucking like a mile away from it and all that. It's just hitting. And that kind of blue colour, that colour there is great, man. It's great. I like it.
It's very alien, isn't it?
Aye. It's a great film. I bought the Blu-ray again, as you know, and I'm going to watch some of the bonus features and all that jazz when I get home. Definitely. What else? Anything else?
I was thinking we don't know. See what you always again because I just thought it was interesting because you were getting this is you're getting to see a different world sort of thing. If you know what I mean. See when it's Captain Miller and David and they're going to plant the virus. See, there's the whole thing. You see that all the aliens lining up and getting onto transports and all that, and there's like, oh, this is the invasion coming and all that shit. And you're just like, this is fucking. And again, the grand scale of it, know what I mean? How big it is to the wee tiny ship, and you're just going, this is otherworldly.
Aye.
It's brilliant, man.
That again is that word scary. They're flying, they've been tractor beamed in there and they're just looking down and you're like that. Because he says there's thousands of them, and then David says there's millions of them. You know what I mean? And they're preparing for invasion. And inside that ship, I know it looks like a habitat. It looks fucking wet and moist and dark
and dingy.
Aye, it's so seductive. What's the word? That's scary. That is. It's brilliant. Everything's done brilliant in this film. I really like it. See that I know in itself when it discovers about the virus. That's great. It sobers up like fuck. Takes everybody down to the spaceship, puts the can on the ship. And one of the best lines is when he shoots it and the shield's still up. Okay, my fault, my fault. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking bastard, what he wonders. It's great.
That is, man. Yeah, like I says, mate, a lot of the Area 51 stuff is brilliant. See the way it's used, and it does become integral to the plot, and it's not just a daft throwaway thing. It's class, man. Class.
See, I know. By the way, there's 3 love stories in this as well. The president, the first lady, he loses his wife tragically, fucking heartbreaking. You've got James and Jasmine, who he really shouldn't marry because she's an exotic dancer and he's in the army, but love prevails. He marries her. And then you've got Jeff Goldblum and his wife getting back together and all. You're like, fucking 3 fucking love stories for 3 totally different demographics. Love wins. You know what I mean? Brilliant.
There's only one thing in this film, right? And it's not so much a gripe. It's just where you're really pointless, and it's Randy Quaid's family and his character, I'll say. Because effectively, I was thinking last night what they're supposed to represent. Like, even the small guy, the useless person, the down and out, has got a part to play. Is that what it is? Know what I mean?
Aye, that's aye. The failed hero becomes a hero again. It's like an arc in it, but he's a kind of joke character. But he's obviously an alcoholic. dusts the wrong field when he's crop dusting because he's pissed. Don't know how he flies that plane, the way he gets out it, I tell you, man. And see when he's sitting drinking the coffee in the diner and the guys come in and start ribbing him, he looks fucked by it. He does. He looks so sore, alcoholically sore, man, trying to drink that coffee and all that. I'm like, oh, played a good part. But his family, Miguel, and the other two, whose names escape me. What the fuck are you? What's your story? What's your arc? And all that. You just in it for 2 hours, just so at the end you can be proud of your dad. That's it.
Aye. I don't get me wrong, that's another wee bit you're like, but I don't know, man. That's the best I've got when it comes to that. They're there to represent anybody that thinks they've not got a part to play. You have, I don't know.
Aye.
I mean,
there's one, for me, one glaring error in here and all, but it's minuscule, but it's fucking glaring. It's stuck in my head all the time. The final assault, right? President Fox 3 lets a missile away and the shield's still up. They're like, bastard. They're like, pull away. And he says, no, one more crack at this thing. And he lets another missile away, and the other missile is Fox 3 again. No, mate. You just, Fox 3's away. How do you get 2 fucking Fox 3s? It's so minuscule and stupid. It stuck my head.
I see that in all the final sacrifice for Randy Quaid's character. I remember people watching that and greeting. You know what I mean? But
oh, my favourite Alky's away. Oh,
aye, you got your moment, brother. You got your moment.
Aye, you did. It was great. It's amazing. There's pernickety people out there. I've seen it online. How did a wee aeroplane do that? To that big ship? No, that fuck up.
You've just reminded me.
Chain reaction.
There was an alternative ending to this. That his character was said, no, listen, mate, you're useless. You're no use to us, mate. You're not getting a fighter jet, right? So again, the same thing all happens. We've ran out of hope, and he was to appear in his crop dusting aeroplane with a missile strapped to it, and the same ending played out. And I think like test audiences went, this is fucking hilarious.
I don't think that wee plane could have got fucking up that high, you know what I mean? Jesus. Propellers and all that. Dusting the aliens that are chasing them so they can't see.
God.
But listen, it's great. It's good. I don't mind it. I think it's great. And it sets the tone now for the shields going down, and then there's a cheesy montage when the Americans send the rest of the world the information. You know what I mean? Through Morse code. Obviously the British ones. It's the Americans. They've got a plan. They're fucking jolly.
It's bloody about time.
And it goes to Russia and it's dun, 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 thunder and lightning and push the rain, because it's always like that in Russia. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
The mad samurai guy. Oh no, American. Hold on.
It's fucking. You're right, mate. That is. But again, it's like you don't care, mate. See that point, you don't care.
Aye. You're in. You're fucking in. You're in for it.
Aye.
Any other great scenes you want to divulge?
Well, we already gave the president's speech. But that was the only other one I wrote down. Because it's fucking, again, it's arousing. Sets the tone. You know what I mean? You're like, aye, brilliant, man. But man, that's.
If you've not seen this film, right, folks, where have you been, right? So you will know the speech the president gives. It's brilliant. I would strongly suggest you maybe go back and just listen to that on its own, because it's good. I've wrote it down. I'm not saying it. I would not do it justice. But there is other quotes in this film. It's a very quotable movie. Some of yours, Chris.
Oh, mate, I had to let you. I had to cut them down. So I've just. Where have I got here? I wrote 5. I cut it down to 5 because I was fucking like you. I was going, I like it. I was ending up with a fucking Bible of quotes. But I'll start with one. David. when they're starting to fly the wee fighter, the crashed ship. And he goes, Muller goes, oops. And he goes, oops? What is oops? No more oops.
Try that again, huh? Yes, without the oops, that way. It's fucking nice, so Jewish, man.
Aye. You're obsessed with the fat lady. You're obsessed with the fat lady and the singing.
Mm.
I'll give one to Muller. And just because it was it had to be Will Smith to say this in the film. You see anybody else say that, it wouldn't have worked. And it's just, no, that's what I call a close encounter. You know what I mean? Had it been anybody else, it'd have been, no, you're not getting away with that.
Oh, and it's because I know how it comes out his mouth because he's got a big cigar in it. Now that's what I call a close encounter. That's fucking great.
You know what I mean? After fucking reading that it was supposed to be Ethan Hawke, I'd have been like, oh.
He'd have broke this film.
Oh. And I'll say another one before like you can. This man David and his dad. You punched the president? He wasn't a president back then.
Aye, he's shocked and proud at the same time, isn't he? Fucking great.
Oh.
Judd
Oh.
Hirsch is very quotable in this. He's great in this. I've already said that.
Aye.
He's talking to David's wife. She's still his wife. And on the Air Force One, they still live there, I think. You know what I mean? And she goes like that, love was never a problem. But he goes like that, all you need is love. John Lennon said that. Nice man, shot in the back, very sad. It's so Jewish. Because her look after he says it, it's as if, am I meant to know and known that John Lennon was shot here? A fucking madman. But he's so good, man. His wee Jewish hat cap on, skull cap. It's great.
Wait. Because that's another one. See, just right after that scene, that's another one I've wrote down. And it's when David's telling him not to launch the nukes. And I'll tell him, and he goes like, don't you tell him to shut up. You'd all be dead if it wasn't for my David. You're fucking right.
Aye. He just demands the attention of every cunt on that plane. You know back then. And they all think he's stupid. And to that wee, my most hated character in this is the fucking Secretary for Defence, because he's just wants to blow shit up and keep secrets, and he's a wee dick. You know what I mean? Don't like him. That's not entirely true. What?
Aye. And again, a wee bit of comedic. What part?
Aye, so good. David and Stephen, just before they're about to the final assault, you really think you can fly that thing? And Will Smith says, you really think you can do all that bullshit you just said? So that's quite good.
The only one I've wrote down again was Randy Quaid, last line, as he crashes into the ship. Hello, boys, I'm back. And it was just like that. Aye. It's got its place.
I'll let you have that. You've earned that. Great, man. Captain Hillier, who's Will Smith again. It was ad-libbed, apparently. Most of his, when he's dragging the alien over the Salt Lake Desert, most of that was all ad-libbed, especially when he says, and what the hell is that smell? Starts kicking into it like that.
Aye. It is kudos, man. Kudos.
Dragging your crusty ass across this hard-burning desert, your dreadlocks are hanging out the back. I'm mad. That's prime Will Smith, man.
Oh, superb, man.
I've got down all the ones you've mentioned. Mad Russ, alcoholic. I picked the hell of a quid drinking, which was a reference to fucking Airplane. You know what I mean? One that I've just called her the Reveler. She's on the telly. Oh my God, I hope they bring back Elvis. That's what you're hoping out of everything that's going to happen here? Do you want them to bring back Elvis? You've just decided that they've got regenerative fucking cloning technology.
Oh, mate.
Shut up.
Just remembered another one last night, Judd Hirsch. So oh, come down and sit and join us. And they're all, he's reading for, I don't know, the Jewish book, hang me. And he's like, but I'm not Jewish. And he goes, nobody's perfect.
That's great, isn't it?
Aye.
Fucking brilliant. It's just something a Jew would say.
Oh.
Don't want to come across here as being anti-Semitic people, but just, he is Jewish, he's very Jewish, it's
Aye.
very in your face, and it's a
Aye.
big part of who he is, so we're not decrying Judaism, you know what I mean? I promise you. I wish I was a Jew, actually. Fucking. Another one, when James is stealing the helicopter to go and look for Jasmine, and the biggest fucking black soldier comes up and goes, I can't let you take that, sir. He goes, look, what you got to do is shoot me. I'm taking the helicopter. And he goes, he puts his gun down, he goes, just tell him I hit you. And the guy's like, aye, what size of me, man?
Fucking right.
Because they'll believe that, wouldn't they? Would you hit me with a fucking tank?
Again, Judd Hirsch again for me. They're driving to Washington. He's like, hey, David Rosewood, a hurry. You think we're going to get to Washington? It's not going to be there. And he just, what?
Aye. And I'll do one more line. And I've wrote it down because I think it's fucking very disrespectful, this line in it. I mean, Russ has just sacrificed his life to bring down the mothership by flying into it, right? And the President of the United States says, he did it. That son of a bitch did it. Oh! Fucking Wayne's are listening. Just fucking decried his mother. Son of a bitch. She deserves a wee bit more than that. You fucking gobber.
We're sitting in a pub date like years later like that. You know, the president called my dad son of a bitch right after he sacrificed himself for the planet. But I need to buy him my own drinks. Get out of here, you.
My dad got a street named after him. Fucking whippy do, man. They saved a fucking city.
You know, we're still living in that same caravan. We drove to Area 51 and...
Aye. Bastard never even goes a new Winnebago. Swine.
Aye. But you can imagine that, couldn't you? You could literally imagine it. Like your dad sacrificed himself to save the planet. See, the next day, people will go like that. Hey, what? You want a Blue Peter badge? Like, what?
Blue Peter badge.
Fuck's sake. You
But
cheeky bastard.
So quotable, so many lines. I'm not saying any more. That's plenty. Who is your favourite character in the film? If you like to pick a favourite,
For years, and years, it was Jeff Goldblum. But I think it's Judd Hirsch. I think it's Judd. Because he's so matter of fact. Like, even when they go into Area 51 and the president's like, where did he get all the money for funding this? And he just goes, what? You think you pay $50,000 for a toilet seat? And just nods.
Aye. I'm with you, mate. I think he's great in it as well. He's such a glue with every arc of the story. He's there and he's great. And superb, mate. I love it. Love the guy. I think he's good. I think he's good.
100%.
What would you give?
What's your mark?
Oh, you just stole my fucking question off me now. I looked back to make sure on ImDb it is, but I still think it is, and it's a 9 out of 10 for me. Probably could stretch to a 10 for being the perfect film, but there's a couple of wee bits that we've mentioned that are just arcane and all that. So a 9 out of 10, I think it's a great score. What about you?
I think I'm right there with you, mate. I think I'm right there with you. I was going to be in it, but this conversation we've had about it, you can't talk something up so much and then no get just shy of the 10, you know what I mean? For the same reasons you've said. So, aye, it's a 9 for me as well.
You used the perfect word earlier on, blockbuster. It's a blockbuster. It is. It's a movie of its time. It's a fucking grand event, and it's something that everybody that's seen it, it's always stuck with them. And again, we mentioned quite a lot about movies when they're on the telly. You just come across them, you just go, oh, I'm watching this. That's one of them.
That's it, mate. It's just, I just remember that image behind you. I just remember it being everywhere. It's the blockbuster and all that. When the videotape and that all came back out. Just remember it being there. You know what I mean? It's just, I think it was one of them. It was an event, and like I said to you, I didn't think it would be topped in regards to an alien invasion film. I mean, War of the Worlds I know came later, but it's still not the same kind of movie. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? It's just, aye.
And we love
It's,
War of the Worlds, don't we? We fucking love that film.
oh,
That's
definitely.
one of the few reboots that worked or
Aye.
better than the
Don't get me
original.
wrong,
Anyway.
there is other films out there that I like that have been alien invasion films. Like the Tom Cruise is in fucking two of them. Like Live, Die, Repeat.
Brilliant.
That's better because it's like a different kind of sci-fi film. Know what I mean? Oblivion, it's kind of the same thing. It's different for different reasons, but this is end of the world. You're getting wiped out, and I can't remember another one. It's like better that kind of sense. So
we love, again, like you said, for a totally different demographic, but same premises. Signs. We love Signs, don't we?
aye.
That's suspense at its fucking dial, man. Do you know what I mean? But
Aye. Getting you sweaty pockets.
that bit underneath your boobs getting all moist and that.
Oh. That's what you used to seal letters, is it?
Aye. Save that fucking saliva on your tongue, just wipe it under your chest. There you go. Wee stamp on there, that'll do me. Birthday card envelope. Yeah, there you go. That's stuck then. So there we go, folks. 18 out of fucking 20.
Aye. No, but sniffed it. No, it's sniffed that. But before we move on, mate, it's movie bingo.
Oh, press that button. Roll those balls. Movie bingo has it all. Just made that up on the spot.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fucking bard. Right, get your list out, mate. It's your list out.
Oh, I've got my list out.
Oh, I always get excited doing this. So Independence Day is the 4th of July. Will I go 4 or will I go 7? I will go number 4.
And number 4, we need to watch what we're doing. We were tagging Clint Eastwood on fucking Twitter again in case that guy goes off his nut. But
Yes.
number 4 is Kelly's Heroes.
Oh, smashing movie. What a cast is in that, by the way.
Oh, I know, mate. Everybody under the sun.
The great and the good of their time, and it's fucking smashing, and it's got a cracking wee score in it and all.
So there you go, mate. Kelly's Heroes.
Because it's a period kind of wartime film, I'm quite sure we can interlink some allo into it as well, because there's a lot of little tanks.
Oh, brilliant, man.
Excellent.
But there you go, folks. Next time,
Looking forward to it.
it is the delight that is Kelly's Heroes. I mean, have you not seen it? I don't know how you've not seen it. At one point, it was never off the telly on a Sunday afternoon.
I was going to say that. See if you turn on ITV2, the new, it's probably on. Know what I mean?
Aye.
That'll be that or Back to the Future. That'll be one or two.
Aye. I used to think they do them with the same film at times. But aye. Thanks again, everybody, for listening, tuning in, liking, sharing. I mean, I don't know how it's going on the old Facebook, but
let me tell you. I'm sure 495 souls in the Facebooks. We're 5 away for the big 500, which is pretty decent.
There you go.
For YouTube, 342 subscribers on YouTube.
There you go. We are Legion.
What's the talk ticker looking like?
The talk ticker, I think it's still up at 900 or something. 970 odd.
Brilliant.
I mean, obviously, again, without sounding that, pandering way, because I know people don't like to hear it, but it's appreciated. You know what I mean? It's very much appreciated.
Aye. So, I mean, it's good. By the way, we to see this, right? Before we go, folks, I just need to let you in on some fascinating facts to do with this podcast. Where are we? we are looking at some stats here. I want to tell you about some of the places that people are listening to What's the Script. This little Glaswegian movie review, smut-filled comedy fest of a podcast, right? So, locations. We are being streamed in such faraway places as... Well, by the way, first of all, we're doing a bit for peace here because we're getting listened to in Russia and Ukraine. Both of them love us. See if they just come together, listen to an episode between the two of them. If Putin and Zelensky could just sit and listen to this podcast, world would be a better place, mate.
That's probably the death of Stalin they're listening to.
Oh, I probably get bombed, man. Probably start a war. So when we listen to places like Thailand, Bangladesh, Japan, Australia, France, Germany. Oh, where else? Singapore. And again, doing my bit for the fucking peace, Israel. Palestinians aren't listening to us because they're too busy. I'm not going. So there we go. And then you've got cities like Frankfurt, Sydney, Edinburgh, Paris, Ashburn, Virginia, the city of Westminster, Nagoya, wherever that is, Philadelphia. Mate, we're a phenomenon. We don't even know it.
Oh.
Bangladesh, that's a fucking... I wonder how many ladyboys in Thailand are jacking off their female penises to us. A lot, I would imagine. I know I would.
Why's that where you went?
Aye, that's quite factual.
It couldn't be a respectable man in the community, just, I don't know, just a businessman, sweeps the streets. I don't know, you just went right to, aye.
You work tonight? No. I listen to What's the Script? Ha. Is it on wrong time? He's on wrong time.
Bye. Aye. Cheers. If you're a ladyboy in Thailand, listen to it. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Aye. Lob it off, man. Go to full hog.
But aye. Cheers again to Quaid. Another shout out to What's the Script? What's the Script?
He's a shout out, man.
Yeah, it's like your name post on Twitter. It's so sad, it's sexy. But I shout out again to Seismic. And again, watch out for Native Origins when it does become available, because it will be available. And you want to look the part, because you don't want to be one of them cutting about with the old Kappa trackies for 96. I mean, it's no big and it's no clever. And it is kind of cold right now. So, but that's enough for me. Go and enjoy the rest of your day.
God bless America. Fuck aliens.
We won't go quietly into the dark.
Today will be our podcast day. See you after.
Goodbye.
The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.